Well, for those of you who watched the live stream a little while ago, my friend Gord came in and he had the air filter for this Yardman lawnmower, and he had to order one because they're hard to find. I'll show you in a minute. And so he changed the air filter, and it just got worse and worse and worse. But it's the Quantum 5 to 6 horsepower carburetor with the $1 million bolt in the bottom. So I'm kind of hoping that fixes us up. It doesn't start. I already tried it. I primed it 10 times, pulled the rope, did nothing, doesn't start. So we're going to check it out and see what we can come up with for my old buddy Gord. He's the guy that looks like my brother. Poor guy. So, where do we put you? Let's just put you here on the table. We'll jack him up. Boy, everybody's using these first fire spark plugs these days. They're all right, I guess. Ooh, and he cuts his grass low. So you're watching nice and carefully with all intent. Now let's just have a look at the fuel. We'll know right away, right? Where'd the squirter go? I was just using it. Oh, that was dumb. Okay, squirter. Oh, me. Let's continue. We'll take a deep sample. If there's no sediment in this, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, this guy looks after his stuff. There isn't enough in there to worry about. Plus we'll let a little bit out while we work on the carburetor, eh? So right now I could pump away on here and I could pull on the cord and nothing would happen. Looks like I've been in here before. That's a new rope. So let's just stick a hose clamp on the fire. Let's put a hemostat on the fuel line so we can remove the bowl. Right there. How's that look? Does that look like we might get away with something there? And I think those are 1/2 inch. Underneath here, I might be able to grab it. Depends on if this is recessed or not. No, it's recessed. I'll need a socket. A small 1/2 inch 12-point socket makes this a little bit easier because you don't have to rotate it as much as a 6-point. And we're going to spill some fuel. Oh no! This is where you learn everything, right here. Yes, I'm wearing gloves. Can you believe it? Well, it doesn't look real bad. Okay. So if you look, oh, I mixed it up. But if you look real close, there's a few crud bunnies in there, right? Yeah, there's more than a few. You see that, eh? Right in the bottom, right in the very bottom there. So a little tiny bit of carb cleaner and we should be on our way. It's not that bad, really. Okay, where's our bolt? I'm going to get a clean rag or shock towel, and we're going to scoop through that bolt, see if we can dislodge anything visible. bouncy here. And I don't even know what that means. Okay. Are you with me? Bolt. Well, it looks okay. That side looks good. It looks pretty darn good to me. I don't think I got anything. Okay, so now I'm going to just take this little measuring cup and drain some fuel out of that tank, right out of the carburetor. We'll drain a good amount. And I'll check the bowl seal too, because you need a good bowl seal when you're draining, when you're pumping the air in here. I'll be back. So my friend Gord said that he thought everything was good, and he's pretty close to being right. I've not found anything that would, except for the gravel or the fine sand that was in the bottom of this. His fuel is good. The carburetor seems to be fine. Unless he's got a big chunk of something in there. But you know, you never know. A good midstream sample sometimes cures them too, eh? No, that's cross-threaded. I think that's got her. Let's get our 6-point socket with my teardrop Sears ratchet that really is easy to go click, click, click. Come on, baby. And we'll put the paint towards the outside like it was made to. Sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. But I've got a video. It's called A Mower That Starts and Stalls. It's my best video, and it's the worst production because it was like 6 years ago and I didn't know how to make videos. 7 years ago. Okay, let's just wait now and see if we have any dripperoos. And we're looking right here, eh? I bet you she starts. We gotta let the bowl fill up though. Lord grant me patience, but hurry. And while we're doing that, let me show you that crazy filter that's on there. Now most of the time, Briggs uses a filter. Have I got any left? Well, it was an oldie. They usually look like that. I'm getting towards the end of the season on my stuff, eh? No leaks. We'll just have a little look at this new air filter of his. And drop both bolts. Pardon me, I'm still fighting that cold. Ooh. There it is. Isn't that ugly? He bought a stent. Oops, he bought a Stens, eh? Okay, we're not leaking from the carburetor. I just was using up a little time here, eh? So, how many Bruce bucks? I bet 50 Bruce bucks that she's going to start. Now, Bruce bucks are a variable thing. They're kind of like, you know, modern currency. Okay, here we go. I'll give her 5 because it was empty, right? check the RPM. Fix that in a bit. Okay, let's check the spark plug. It's going to be hotter than heck. And it's a first fire, which I would prefer a Champion or a NGK or something like that. Even with rubber gloves on, she's hot. It looks really, really good, eh? Just going to put that on the bench and let it cool. We got the RPM set at 3210, something like that. I'm not a fan of that air filter at all. Of course, I lost another one of those bolts. There it is. That is one advantage of having a clean shop, is you can find stuff when you drop. But the older I get, the more I drop. Good. Good. Okay, I'm just gonna see what I mean. I don't know what it is. It's a fine motor skill issue. Where did that go? And it just disappeared, man. You guys are gonna start unsubscribing because I dropped everything. Where did that go? I'll be right back. Look where that hand wrench landed. Can you believe that? Now, is that age or is that just bad luck? Wow. Frick, man. I look everywhere. Just trying to be a good doobie. Okay, here's my buddy Gord's spark plug. It looks brand new, doesn't it? And I always blow to make sure that there's never any wire from the wire brush that gets in there, eh? So let's just stick that back in there. And I think I'm going to change out the fuel because this might be sitting all winter now. Change out the fuel and the oil. Now, do I just do a suction on the oil? Yeah, you know, it could use a change. Let's just see, first of all, if it has bung. Yeah, it does. I'm going to use the bung. I prefer the bung. Here we go. I'm going to drain the oil first. I'll be right back. Got to get the little drainer in or Chavarooski. So I have a 5-gallon pail over there that just has this in it, and when it has a funnel in the hole, and I drain this and I just dump it in there and leave it. Now, much to your disgust, I'm going to use my stick prop. Put the back wheels up against there. So let's just do that, and we'll get that bung out of there. Now if I do this right, I can use this door to catch it. Gotta get my stick out of there now. Oh, I didn't spill a drop. Good. At the same time now, we're gonna suck that gas out of there. Most of it, right? And then we'll give it a good run after we change the oil. Let's lower this. Stick this into here. Oh, there wasn't that much gas in it. Yeah, we can, because that oil will drain too. Oh, there ain't much left in there now. What's that old saying? Ain't a word, and I ain't gonna use it because ain't in the dictionary. You old guys would remember that. Okay, that's good enough. I want to have a look at that fuel. We'll continue on here. Oh, it looks like he uses a tiny bit of stay-bill. That's good fuel. Nothing wrong with that. But we're going to improve on it. Okay. That oil is out of there. Now we're just going to tilt it on its side and get that pan out of there. And check the blade. I still prefer the machines that have the lower bung. I don't like to tilt them on their side. Alright. There we go. One more tweak. Didn't have a lot of oil in it, did it? Oh, we got a little spillage. I think I should have drained more oil than that. But let's just go dump now. We'll worry about that later. Now, how's the blade? You know what? The blade looks really good. I don't think we need to unplug the spark plug here. No, that blade's not, it's not worthwhile taking any of that blade off of there. Okay. Now let's give him a half a tank of the best. Are you guys still in the view, or are you out of the view? Good. $87 octane. Let's start a discussion. Did you know that the higher the octane the fuel, the longer it takes to burn? It has more heat, but it takes longer to burn. And that's why on a race car, when you've got 104 octane fuel, you have to turn up the timing to like 15 degrees or something like that, eh? Or from 15 to 25 degrees. That'll start a discussion. Sorry, Gord. You just use your gas to wipe down the mower. Cap. There it is. See, right? Interesting, it almost landed in the same place as the wrench. There we go. Half a liter of the world's best. I'm going to go just a little less than that, and then we'll come back and give her, see if it'll stretch its legs. Okay, so he put the new air filter in. I cleaned the plug. We got the crud out of the $1 million bolt. Primer bulb works. Oil's been changed. I added a half a liter to it. The blade is absolutely perfect. There's no sense sharpening a good blade because you're just removing material. And I set the RPM to 3,210 RPMs. I'm going to try and start it without the primer. Okay, I'll wait till tomorrow morning and we'll send it over to Gord's.